back to my channel. Today I'm doing a men's fashion video and I'm here with Brandon and he's going to answer a couple questions about his personal style.
Hi, I'm Brandon. I'm 15 years old.
Alright, so the first question is, how would you describe your personal style?
My personal style, I think, is more of a European style, and definitely some things that you wouldn't see in the street all the time.
Next question is, what are some of your influences for your style?
Well, my influencers are definitely my grandfather, because he came from Italy when he was very young, and he was definitely into like Italian fashion. Like, he started the business and everything. He could actually make by hand a suit when he was 16 years old.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, and him definitely going, here to New York, here to Rome, for fashion. It brought my dad into it, and now I go to Italy and I see the fashion and everything. Same thing with New York, I see the fashion there. So I think that's definitely where I...
Yes, you're definitely around people who have great personal style and you're exposed to different things, so that's great. So what would you say would be a day-to-day look that you would put together?
My day-to-day look is not overdoing it, but not going way too casual. For example, pants like these, a nice, comfortable, more of a cotton pant. Sometimes more colorful, depending on the season. Of course, when it gets springtime, I go more brighter colors. For shirts, I definitely, more of a casual, sometimes a polo, simple things like that.
Definitely, yeah, just always trying to look presentable and nice.
Exactly.
Yeah. When would you say you really came into your own personal style, and when did it really become just a part of you, and did you develop it? Was there a certain time?
Yeah, a few years ago when I started going on business trips with my father, because he has to go to buy the clothes for his own store. And I definitely was around, the people who sell the clothes, so of course they're very fashionable themselves. And also when I started going to Italy to see family and whatnot, the fashion over there is like fashion first. So I definitely picked it up that way.
So obviously you're in high school. Would you say that anyone really who goes to school with you dresses the way that you do or has your own style?
A very, very small group of us do. I definitely think it's a better thing to dress up, because it's more of a, your first impression of somebody when you see them. It's, rather, if you're dressing so casually, then it's kind of like, oh, okay, that person. But when you are dressing up, it's that stand out of the crowd look.
Right. And would you say that it makes you feel like when you're at school, does it make you feel like, I know when I look nice, it helps me focus and look better?
Confidence.
Yeah, confidence.
It gives you confidence,
Definitely. So Brandon, you work in a men's clothing store, so how would you say that you have worked up to this level to being able to help different customers?
Well, definitely learning things along the way have helped me out too. When a customer comes in who doesn't dress as nice, you kind of help them decide what they want. You go with popular trends, most likely, see if they like it, blah blah blah, and then eventually they'll pick out something that they do like, and then from there it just kind of flows.
So you help create a look for a different person. Great. So this is a look that you have on, so just sort of walk us through what you were thinking when you were putting this together. What are some pieces that really stand out to you?
Okay, well the first thing I thought of was the sport coat, because it's a newish sport coat in the spring. I definitely wanted to put different things with it. For example, blue jeans really goes good with the sport coat, so I just pulled up the jeans. The first thing that came to mind was the brown shoes, because I love brown with blue. And then the belt has to be the same color as the shoes, so I just put that together, obviously. The shirt, I just put a light blue shirt because it's a darker jacket, so I like the contrast in that. So it all just kind of flows along as you keep going, as you're picking out your outfit.
Okay, well thank you for joining me on my channel today.
No
this
problem.
was so informative, and I love having a men's view on fashion. I think it's so interesting, and you have great personal style, and it's so unique. So if you would like to see other videos like this, then be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I will see you all later. Bye everyone!
Have a good day.